Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we're here today to talk about football. That's right, football, and more football. A friend of mine asked me to do this. I don't actually know why. I love football, I love everything about football. I can tell you the plays the Bears ran in the last game. I can tell you the defense they called. I can even tell you the offensive plays they called, because even watching it from my TV, that offense is so bad, I knew what they were doing before they did it. And for me to know that, that's saying something. But I'm a Bears fan, and my team's going to win the Super Bowl. Sorry. My team's going to win the Super Bowl this year. Okay, I'll stop laughing now. I don't think the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl this year. In fact, I don't even think the Bears are going to make the playoffs. But this is week 4 of the NFL season. I think it's absolutely useless to do anything about the NFL season while preseason's going on, because they don't treat preseason like preseason. The first week, you can tell. Starters didn't play. It was sloppy, same as week 2, week 3. But by the time you get to week 4, they're ready to go. Injuries have happened. They're going to happen. You don't play your starters. They're going to happen in the first 2 weeks anyways. It doesn't make a difference. So get it out of the way, I always say. And you kind of have a good idea where things are going. It's week 4. The standings at this point mean nothing. And I know, statistically speaking, if you start 3-0, well, you know what? It means nothing. Depends where your team is and what kind of injuries you had. So, Thursday night football's already happened, and I don't like to comment about Thursday night football. As much as I love football, Thursday night football is an absolute gong show. If I was a coach, owner, I'd just skip the game. Just wouldn't play. Take it off my schedule. I gotta play one Thursday night game a year. I'll take it as a loss. It's not enough time to recover. Just not enough time. And the teams that are very good to play on Thursday night against teams that aren't very good, those are not very good teams usually win. And you can go back and look at the stats. So as much as we love to have football every night of the week, honestly speaking, Thursday night football, the team should not have played the weekend, play Thursday, and they don't play until the weekend again. So they get 10 days off, play, 10 days off. Might be a little long, but if you're going to do it that way, I would agree with Thursday night football. And I don't have enough weeks in the schedule to make that happen, especially with a bye week. So, here we are, week 4, and you want to know my picks and what I think. So, let me look down, and we got going first. We got Tennessee against the Jets. The Jets are terrible. Sorry, Jets. Man, I'm a Bear fan, and it's been struggling. If you're a Jet fan, wish I owned that team. They wouldn't be struggling. You know, I can't guarantee a Super Bowl win, the Jets, but I can guarantee you aren't going to be embarrassed the way you're being embarrassed. Jeez, you got good players on defense. Anyways, next up, Kansas City, Philadelphia. Philadelphia's not a very good team this year. Sorry, Philly. Friend of mine's a Philly fan. I hear it all day long. I'm sorry, you'll be lucky to win 8 games. Just saying, week 4, 8 wins. I don't think you're going to get that. So I will take Kansas City in that. Next, Carolina at Dallas. Everybody's written Carolina off this year. Just to let you know, I'm a Bears fan. What do Bears fans do? We never root for Green Bay. We'd never root for Green Bay. Ever. Ever. But when Green Bay plays Dallas, I root for Green Bay. Because I don't like Dallas. I don't know why I don't like Dallas. I wish they lose every game of the season. I take Carolina in this game because I think they're a better team than everyone's giving them credit for, and I don't think Dallas is. I don't think Dallas is that good. Just my opinion. In fact, going on record, Carolina just might win the Super Bowl this year. That's right, Carolina. Giants at New Orleans. This is another problem. Very good friend of mine's a Giants fan. He's pulling his hair out. He's losing all his hair anyways, but I mean, the Giants are driving him nuts. Anyways, New Orleans. For sure, it's a home game. Then we got Cleveland at Minnesota. This was really hard for me. Cleveland beat the Bears last weekend. I wasn't very happy about that. But our offense played so bad, I think I could have beat the Bears. And I'm old and don't know how to play football. Well, I do know how to play football, but I'm old and I'm not going out there. Anyways, I'm taking Minnesota to beat Cleveland. Only because it's a home game. And sometimes the deciding factor is the home game. Just like Detroit going into Chicago. And the only reason I'm taking the Bears is because I'm a Bears fan and the Bears are going to win. Now, it's a home game. If this was in Detroit, I would take Detroit. Because I'm picking teams here. You know, my loyalty, Bears are going to win every game with their hands tied behind their backs. Because I'm a Bears fan. But realistically, it's a home game. Chicago should win. Detroit's far better this year. Still got some problems, but far better. Next up, Houston at Buffalo. And this again, taking the home team, Buffalo. Houston, I'm still on the fence on them. Don't know where they're really at, so I'm taking Buffalo. They should win that game. No guarantee, but I'm taking Buffalo. Next up, Indy at Miami. And let me tell ya, it's going to be Miami. Again, AFC, Miami could be your sweeper team. There's always a sleeper team. I think it could be Miami. I'm on the fence about it right now, but I'm pretty sure that they're moving up. It's week 4. Let's put it on the record. Miami goes to the Super Bowl this year. There you go. It's a crazy thing to say, but I said it. Next up, Washington at the Falcons. Again, it's a pick'em team. With the home team when it's a pick'em game. I don't think Washington's very good, and I don't think Atlanta's very good. Both have issues. Everybody knows what they are. If you're an Atlanta fan, you think your team's great, and you're wondering why you're not winning all the games. I take the Falcons in a squeaker. Next up, Seattle at the 49ers. And the 49ers should have won last weekend. Only reason they didn't is they did something that's called prevent defense. And you're going to constantly hear me over the NFL season saying this. Prevent defense only prevents you from winning the game. And that's the only reason why the 49ers lost that last game. They had it won and should have won. But they played prevent. Anyways, disgusting. But Seattle has its own issues with its offensive line. And it's very unfortunate, but they do have some problems. And they had some injuries. It's at the 49ers. If this was in Seattle, I might go the other way. But nope, taking the 49ers. Next up, Steelers at Green Bay. And as much as I love the Bears, if I didn't have the Bears, I'd be a Steelers fan. And I really want the Steelers to win this game. Because I do not like Green Bay. Bears, we don't like Green Bay. Okay? You know. We have our rivalries. Anyways, I'm taking the Steelers just simply because... No, I'm pausing for reflection. It's a terrible call. Green Bay should win this game, but I'm taking the Steelers all the same. I think they're going to have a good defensive effort against Green Bay, and I think they're going to shut down Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers is going to the park. Yeah, he's going to the park, and if he sees this video, he better smarten up, because Steelers are going to show you something different. They should. Mike Tomlin's a very good coach. Next up, we got Ravens at the Broncos, and the Broncos are 3-0 right now, playing against terrible teams, but I think the Ravens have injuries that they're not telling us about, because I watched that last game of theirs, and I'm kind of concerned. So, I'm taking the Broncos, which is a crazy, absolutely nutty thing to do. But I'm going to. You heard it here. Ravens lose, Broncos win. I don't know if it'll be close or not, but that's what I'm picking. Next up, Tampa Bay at New England. Well, all those Tom Brady fans out there. Tom Brady fans. Let's give him his due. Greatest quarterback ever. 10 Super Bowls, 7 wins. What can you say? Going back to New England. New England is not a very good team, but they do have a very decent defense. And Tampa Bay, just like last year, is coming into its own. They're not going to go undefeated like everybody thinks. I think they're going to lose 4 games. This is not one of them. But should be close. Should be good. Yeah. Al Michaels is calling the game. It's going to be good. Just all I got to say to that. And then on Monday night, we've got the Las Vegas Raiders, who, hey, they're good this year. They're very good. And they're up against the Chargers. Don't like the Chargers? Has nothing to do with the team. Has to do with the fact that they left San Diego. I don't know why they did that, considering how much money they make. They could have built their own damn stadium. But anyways, don't get me going on that. Just don't get me going on that. But I'm taking the Raiders. Now, I think I might be wrong with that. Just to let you know, I'm taking the Raiders. Chargers might win this game. Absolutely might win this game. And in fact, I think the Chargers could win this game. A very good chance. But I'm going to take the Raiders. I think the Raiders have something up their sleeve. And even though it's not a home game for them, and remember, home games are important. Very, very important when you're watching football. And regardless of what you want, for some odd reason, that home stadium advantage is big. And it is a big factor in how teams play. You can take a normal, everyday, average team, put them at home, win. Put them on the road, lose. So, some aren't that way. Anyways, those are my NFL picks for week 4. And I'll be doing this every Friday. I never pick the Thursday game. Whatever they say who's going to win, take the other team. Because the Thursday games suck. And that's my NFL review. Hopefully, we'll have some more interesting things. So let's recap. Carolina and Miami could be the Super Bowl. And I'm going to stick to that until there's some injuries or stuff. But I think they're sleeper teams. And there's another sleeper team out there. The Titans. Yep. And the Chargers. Sleeper. I know everyone's picking the Rams because of the move they made. And everyone's doing Detroit because of the move they made. And, this team is that, and that team is this, and they got that, and, Tom Brady's in it, and don't count Tampa Bay out. Don't count them out. Absolute mistake if you do. But I think it's going to be a different year. There's always a team by week 12 that everyone's going, where in the world did they come from? Well, I'm telling you right now, I think it's Miami, Carolina, Titans. Where'd they come from? How did they get here? I don't know. But the games are on. Gotta go. Hope to see you next week with my NFL preview. And watch those injury reports. Very important. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next week.